Hello, all you beautiful people of YouTube. What's up? My name is the Snatch This. I'm Snatch This here on YouTube, and today I am filming outside. It is very bright outside, but I'm filming outside because my power went out. Why did my power go out, you ask? Well, because Mercury is in retrograde, which is a great segue into today's video. Mercury's been in retrograde for around a week now, so I thought I would give you guys my do's and don'ts of Mercury retrograde. So, first, we're going to start off talking a little bit about what it is, and then I'll give you my do's and don'ts. So let's get right into it. I'm sorry if you can hear the traffic from the road, but this is the best I can do considering the power went out. So, first off, Mercury retrograde. This is when Mercury appears to be rotating backwards in the sky from us on Earth. Is it actually rotating backwards? No. But it appears that way, and it has effects on the way things happen on our planet here on Earth. This year, there are 3 Mercury retrogrades, all in air signs, which is great. There was one January to February in Aquarius. There is this one right now, which is in Gemini, and then there's going to be one in Libra. So be prepared for that. Okay, so this Mercury retrograde is in Gemini, as I said, which means that it shouldn't be as bad as other Mercury retrogrades because Gemini is one of the signs of Mercury. It's Virgo and Gemini that are the signs of Mercury. So usually Mercury's a little bit more comfortable whenever it's in those signs. Gemini is also a mutable sign, which means that the effect shouldn't be as crazy either. I don't know if that's true with my experience from this retrograde so far in this past week, but that is what the experts are saying. I am not an expert. I will preface that with this. This is just things that I have learned since I've been learning about astrology and what I have as my thoughts and opinions. So, Mercury is known to cause communication issues, to have some sort of chaotic energy when it is in retrograde. So please keep all of those things in mind as you are going about your day-to-day life. So let's get into my do's and don'ts of Mercury retrograde. So my first thing is do think before speaking. Communication is going to be a nightmare right now. So make sure that what you want to say is how you want to say it, and be prepared if you're in an argument. Don't just spout off at someone, I guess is a good way to put that. Do think before you talk. The next one is do double and triple check times and dates for plans. This goes into that whole miscommunication thing. Make sure that you have checked with the person multiple times when the time and date of your plans are. If you have, a Zoom call, if you're going to get coffee with someone, just make sure you're checking over those plans. Next is do back up all of your digital files. I don't care if you got to back up your photos from your phone onto Google Photos. I don't care if you do a lot of documentation for work and you need to back it up onto a hard drive. Whatever it is, back up those files, because Mercury retrogrades are known for messing with technology. So make sure you have everything backed up to where it needs to be. Next, do final reviews of any contracts, emails, legal documents, any documentation you're sending out for your job, at work, for school, whatever. Make sure you're proofreading it, make sure you're editing it, make sure you are checking over all of those things, doing final reviews on them to make sure that it's exactly to the standards that you want it to be. You don't want to send out a work email and have the spelled TWE. It makes you look a little like an idiot. So make sure that you are doing reviews on all of those things. And finally, do take a break. Mercury retrograde is known to drain people of energy, make people feel more tired. It's known to mess with our communication. It's known to make us exude more energy because things aren't going the way that we wanted to. It's known to mess up plans. So just make sure you're willing to take a break during this time. Don't be like, oh, I got to get this, and this done. You're not going to get everything done on your to-do list, more than most likely. So be open to those sort of things. Next, we have my 5 don'ts of Mercury retrograde. This is specifically for one of my friends who sent me a message the other day and was like, what does Mercury in retrograde mean? I need your help. So these are my don'ts of Mercury retrograde. The first being, don't break up, make up, or start a new relationship. Anything that has to do with romance, love, leave it alone during Mercury retrograde. If you're thinking about breaking up, just wait until it's over, see if you can have a good conversation and have things just kind of settle back down. don't get back together with an ex during Mercury retrograde. People are going to be coming out of the woodwork to talk to you from your past. Don't get back together with them. Just don't do it. And don't start any relationship. Give yourself the time and energy to be able to wait and see if, you know, this is feasible, if your communication is great. During the retrograde, it's probably going to be even better out of the retrograde. So make sure that you just are being mindful of that as well. Also, there's a fly. It's very large. I think it's a horsefly. Yep, it's definitely a horsefly. It just tried to buzz in my ear. Love that. Something else to be mindful of right now is Cancer is in Venus, at least the time that I'm filming this. I think it will be still in Venus when I upload. So be mindful that that's a lot of relationship energy and a lot of people wanting to get into relationships. I don't recommend getting into a relationship during Mercury retrograde. I feel like it's a setup for disaster. If you choose to, that's up to you, but this is just my advice and my thoughts from things that I've experienced and things that I've read and research that I've done. So next, don't make big financial decisions like selling your stock, selling cryptocurrency, buying a house, buying a car. Don't make any big financial decisions during Mercury retrograde because that money may not be where it's supposed to be. Sometimes, you know, you'll see cryptocurrencies or stocks will have a heightened point during Mercury retrograde, but then afterwards they'll go back down. You'll be like, oh, I should have sold. But then afterwards they get even higher, and then you're like, ah, okay, now I can sell. So that's something that I recommend, is don't make any big financial decisions that could end up biting you in the butt, as a lot of things do during Mercury retrograde. Next, don't leave late for scheduled appointments. Don't cut corners. Don't be doing those things. I cannot tell you, if you leave late, things are going to be disastrous. If you wake up late, things are going to be disastrous. I had to get a package to the post office the other day before noon, and I woke up at 11, and I tell you, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I couldn't find my tape. I didn't have something printed off that I needed to have printed off. I was a whole mess. Don't leave late for things. Try to be on time with everything you're doing. Yes, things get in the way and it's going to mess up your schedule, but try to be as on time as possible. Next, don't make drastic personal decisions. This kind of goes along with the financial thing, but don't just decide you're going to shave your head in the middle of a Mercury retrograde, or you want to get a new tattoo because it might bite you in the butt. Don't decide that, oh, during Mercury retrograde I'm going to start these 3 big personal projects. Don't do it. Don't decide to start home renovations during a retrograde. Don't do that. Don't do it. Be mindful of yourself, your time, your energy, your effort, and think about, would I rather start this now or start this whenever I could be planning it now? You know, you can start planning for projects and examining the possible positives and negatives of doing this project and things like that during a retrograde. Some of the things that, you know, are good during retrograde is use that RE, you know, revisit, re-examine, reevaluate, reassess, all of those kinds of words. Be doing that during the retrograde. And now finally, my last thing is, do not trust technology. Don't trust technology at all. You think that something downloaded, triple check it, triple save it here, and here, have backup copies of everything. Don't trust technology. Files will get corrupted randomly, things will go AWire, your Wi-Fi will quit, your power will just shut off out of nowhere. So don't trust technology. Be ready to do whatever you have to do, and don't be completely dependent on technology. I know technology is a very great thing, but just don't trust it during a retrograde. So those are my 5 do's and don'ts for Mercury retrograde. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I will be back with another Tarot Tuesday. All of my videos are getting posted at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to check that out, definitely do. It will be the Empress as the card that I'm explaining tomorrow night. And if you want to see more astrology, tarot, spirituality content, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you did like this video and would like to see more videos like this about astrology things, give it a big thumbs up. That way I know that you liked it. Comment down below what else you'd like to see from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!